What's up everybody, my name is Zach Hartley, and in this video we're going to talk about whether or not you can day trade with your TFSA account. Let's get right into it. Okay, so a disclaimer real quick, I'm not a financial advisor or a CPA. This video is for entertainment purposes and you are responsible for your own day trading and your own taxes, not me or anybody else. I am just speaking from my own experience and my experience in the marketplace going through what you are going through as well. So before I make you guys watch 6 minutes of my YouTube video just to find a really simple answer, I'm going to give it to you up front. The answer is if you're going to day trade, you should not use a tax-free savings account. If you're going to invest long term and you're going to buy and hold positions for 6 months, a year, 2 years, and it's going to be a consistently long-term thing, then your TFSA is absolutely perfect for that. If you're going to day trade and enter and exit positions within the exact same day, you should not use your tax-free savings account, and I'm going to explain why in 1 minute. But if you got any value out of that, real quick, hit that subscribe and like button and I would sincerely appreciate it. So let's go into the reason why you shouldn't use your TFSA to day trade. First of all, let's talk about registered and unregistered accounts. A registered account is one that is registered with the government. They can easily see it, they can monitor it, they can audit it, and they can basically have full access to it. And the advantage to it though is like you have to deal with that, but you also get tax benefits. You get tax advantages when you use these accounts compared to an unregistered account like a checkings account, a savings account, or just a cash account. Now your TFSA is considered a registered account. The government can basically see everything coming in and out of that. It stands for a tax-free savings account. And the idea here is that it's designed to help you save money. And so you can contribute up to a certain amount of your money into this account every single year. As of right now, that number is $6,000. This account opened about 10-15 years ago and it started at $5,000. So it is increasing over time, that yearly limit, and that amount also rolls over. So the maximum amount you can have in it, I think this year is about $70,000 in contributions, and that number increases by $6,000 every single year. So if you haven't contributed at all into it, that's okay. You have lots of room to contribute. You don't lose out on any of that opportunity. Now, the big thing here with the TFSA account is if you work a job and you make $80,000 and then you pay $20,000 to the government, you're left over with $60,000 in your pocket at the end of the year. You can contribute some of that money, up to $6,000 a year, into the tax-free savings account. And if that $6,000 grows into $10,000 through interest, dividends, capital gains, whatever it may be, you don't have to pay the difference, or you don't have to pay taxes on that income. That's the advantage of a tax-free savings account, is you put money in, and if that money grows over the time that it's in there and you take that money out, you don't have to pay any taxes when you take that money out. You don't have to pay any taxes on the difference, the amount that you made when you take that money out. That's the advantage of a tax-free savings account. Okay, now just as an example, if you started out in 2013 and you invested $5,000 into your TFSA through stocks, bonds, whatever it was, if in 2020 it grew to $20,000 and you withdrew that entire amount, you would have made $15,000. And if you had that money in a TFSA, you'll be able to withdraw all of that money completely tax-free. If you had that in any other type of account, you would have to add that $15,000 profit to your income for that year and then pay taxes on it. So that's the advantage of a TFSA. The goal of this was to help Canadians invest and save long-term tax-free. The idea is that there's no tax on capital gains, dividends, or interest. Here's a little screenshot to the government account on a website where it explains it. I'm also going to link that in the description below. But the big thing here is that it's designed to help you save long term. The problem for day traders, though, becomes what is long term? Well, the CRA classifies that based on 4 different variables. Number 1 is how often you trade, how much time you spend trading, how long you hold the trades, and your trading income. So if you are doing this part-time, full-time, and you're spending a lot of time on it, you're generating a full-time income, and you're basically spending all your time on this, well, you're basically a day trader. That is not considered long-term. And the problem is if you do that and you make a lot of money through your TFSA, they could come back at you and say, no, you made that money through income, working your real job. Here's a nice big tax bill because this is what you actually owe us. And that's the risk of day trading using your tax-free savings account. Now, day trading would be considered a job. If you're exiting and entering positions on the exact same day, that is not long term. That would be considered a job. Jobs are considered income and not capital gains, and therefore you have to pay income tax on your day trading income. So if I generate $50,000 a year in income through day trading, I need to then go and pay taxes on that $50,000. Now, it sounds like it's not a very good situation, especially for day traders. They kind of get screwed on this. However, there are some advantages. So when you day trade, you can set up a sole proprietorship or a corporation, and you can take advantage of some write-offs. Now, before you do any of this, before you take even the first step in this, you need to go speak to a professional accountant and get their opinion on it based on your personal situation. But the idea here is, if you are now running a business where your business is day trading and you're an employee of that business, well, your business can buy all of the equipment. They can pay some rent for your office. They can pay for your commissions and fees, because those are now business expenses. Therefore, if your business generates $50,000 in income, but it cost you $5,000 in commissions and setup and everything else, you can deduct that from your income, and it will reduce your taxes at the end of the year. It probably won't be as great as the TFSA, but it can at least reduce it a little bit. And that's why you need to go talk to a CPA though. Now, in summary, the TFSA is not the right account for your day trading. When you're going to be day trading, you need to use either a cash account or a margin account. That will give you more liquidity. It will give you access to your funds. You won't have to wait for your funds to settle, and you won't have to worry about the CRA auditing your TFSA and saying, no, you owe us another $10,000 in taxes at the end of the year. If you set it up right in the beginning and you set it up with a cash or a margin account, if you're going to be day trading, you will at least be able to avoid some of those problems. Now, real quick, my name is Zach Hartley, and if you got any value out of this video, please consider subscribing. It sincerely helps me out, and my only goal is to help you make more money by giving you free content. On top of that, if you want to learn more about stocks, options, or personal finance, I have courses on Skillshare that are completely free when you sign up for a 2-month trial. And lastly, I just made a video about Dan Bilzerian and how he blew $3 million in shareholder money on himself and private yachts in the Caribbean. So definitely check that out if you want to learn more, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you so much.